Satrov in the mix as well, who has had a good result against Magnus. Ceremonial moves are happening, and that's Mr. Chanakya. He is from Tata Steel. He loves chess there, and I think he's really enjoying this moment right now as we see our guests. And his Magnus going to let that stay on the board. And what move was that, Zed?
It was E3, and I don't think I've ever seen Magnus play E3 before, so I believe he is going to take that move back.
He hasn't already though. It is still on the board. E3 will be next level trolling by Magnus if that stays.
We've seen Magnus play all kinds of stuff.
Took it back.
But we have seen Magnus play all kinds of different. But I've never seen Magnus play E3 before, so I believe he's going to take that back.
If it was a mouse slip, you would still understand it. Where an over-the-board chess, E1, E3 would be too much. And just a few seconds from liftoff now.
Because when you play E3 also, you're not technically taking advantage of being the white color, and because you're moving the pawn only one square, and I think that's not something that you will go for, Maybe knight f3 can be possible, maybe e4 as well. I think e4 is the most.
Looking at these two players, who looks more calm to you?
That's a very good question.
And we've got handshakes. Ready to go. Praggnanandhaa moving around in his chair a little bit there, and that's usually a sign of a chess player getting a little nervous.
Absolutely, and we have liftoff. We have c4 on the board, the English opening. I did not expect that, Tanya. Did you?
It's Magnus. He's capable of playing anything on move one, and he's often spoken about anti-young player chess. So whenever he's playing this lot, this generation, which is now pretty much the new wave of chess which has arrived, he tries to keep it a little offbeat, just wants to get a game, not go into any big theoretical discussions. We see the knights coming out, and now Praggnanandhaa with that last move has opened up the diagonal for his bishop to continue development.
Yep, he starts with e6 and now he plays g3, so maybe he's going for the Catalan system, but Tanya, he has not pushed the d pawn yet. So maybe it's going to be some kind of, maybe he will play d4 later on, or maybe he can also play the move b3, which I believe it's called the Reti system. Don't quote me on that, but it's either d4.
Surprised if Pragg repeats, unless he's seen king to f5 this time. I think Pragg is ambitious here.
But his confidence might be dropping a bit Tanya ahead because look at the time on the clock, 1 minute 45 seconds. Maybe he plays Rook A2 just.
Okay, it's Rook A2. Guys, he's repeated. Magnus will not go because he has seen this line. You know what? I'm not going to bet my house on this.
Do it.
Not betting that, but Sagar, the thing is, we saw the reaction Magnus had when Pragg went back Rook A7. He knows that after King E1, he doesn't.
He played it, Tanya.
Oh no,
Bishop F1.
My house is just happy with that
You're
right now.
absolutely right about this. Is he going to go back Rook A7 now? Isn't that a 3-4?
Oh wait, what happened? No, sorry.
But do you think he would do that? But his pawn on B7 is attacked. Is there any other move here apart from that repetition? Because I think Magnus would be happy with the draw here.
Of course, I mean he's down a pawn right now, there's pressure on him. But rook takes pawn, you always have this idea, right, of coming back with the knight. As long as the king is on this square, the e pawn is pinned and the d3 pawn is vulnerable. But what a miss by Praggnanandhaa, that opportunity that he had, Sagar.
But right now he can still continue with knight c1 as the engine points out. I'm not so sure if Pragg will be brave enough to do that. This is a big moment. Will Pragg continue or go back Rook A7 and take it? He goes back.
Wait, is bishop g2? If Magnus was to play bishop g2, is that a 3-4?
It's a draw. I think it's a draw.
No, it's not a draw because rook a2 will be 3 times. The rook came from a6 in that position.
Yeah, you're right. Pragg is, I get the sense that Pragg is okay with the draw. You see, Magnus has played his bishop, asked this important question to Pragg. Draw? Just not asked it. It's
on the board. It's sort of like it's on the board. You know it can be over right here, right now. You just have to make one move, and that's so tempting with 50 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, time is going to play a major role in Pragg's decision there. I think he'll take it. And
What do you think, sir?
I think he goes for the draw. I think he goes Rook A2.
Take it. Oh my god.
40 seconds against Magnus. I'll take it.
If he doesn't take it, then I don't think that's going to happen. No, come on.
Yeah.
You do it. Come on, time.
You know, I want to believe he plays on, but the more he thinks, under 30 seconds. And the point is that now what is the move? You can't move your knight anywhere. King moving forward. Now the difference is white's king comes forward.
You know you have to move your bishop.
19 seconds, he's going for it, Sagar. He's going for it. Guys, I think you're right.
If he doesn't go for it,
It's on the board.
But you could claim a draw. Now what if Magnus says I don't want to draw? He plays something else.
Down a pawn.
Pragg is also wanting to play on. You know, Pragg doesn't want to claim. Otherwise he would have stopped the clock and called the arbiter.
Because psychologically, right, you're up a pawn. You don't want to be the one who's sort of making a claim for a draw. I really want it at this moment.
But no, the time.
Oh, he does it. He's claiming. Magnus is claiming.
Sorry, Magnus is claiming. Okay. Pragg will be like, okay, Magnus, let's agree. Why are you calling the arbiter?
And Magnus is definitely the one. Both of them are claiming. He said, come quickly.
I will accept.
We've got another round to play. A 3-4 repetition as the arbiter comes to confirm that.
I think the arbiter.
And it is a 3-4. We have a repetition.
Ask the opponent whether you agree. And I think if no, he did not. He just went.
Yeah, I think this one will end because we do have a confirmation that it is a 3-4 draw. And there we have the handshakes. Magnus Carlsen, Praggnanandhaa ends in a draw. And I think he's just pointing that line out to Pragg. But we quickly have to move on because Arjun versus Nihal. The